Hello, my spooky friends. It's officially time to kick off the Halloween season. I know for a lot of us enthusiasts, that means after the 4th of July because summer is going out and autumn is around the corner and we need time to prep, figure out what we're going to be, sculpt, and fabricate our costumes. And for me, that means cleaning this guy. Yeah, this headcast has seen better days. You see me use marker, it has dry plastic strips on it, and I've also had to resort using plastic bags over it in order to sculpt to get it to release. So I need to show it a little bit of love, clean it up without damaging it. So the first thing I like to do is just use warm soap and water and a sponge and go over it real quick, because if anything's going to release and start to break down some of the glue, and I was hoping that would break down some of this plaster gauze strip, but it did not. But it was worth a shot. Sometimes that would be all you need. So I then got my chemicals out, and do be careful when you use chemicals because you don't want it to start to break down the sealant. My sealant is wood glue, and this awesome cleaner does clean, but it will strip paint and it will start to dissolve adhesives if you let it set. So just a quick wipe to see if some of the markings of the markers would come off, and it did not. And after I do this, I'll also go over it with some more soapy water to get the rest of that chemical off. The other thing I have to do to this and chose to do is use sandpaper handheld. I did not want to break out the Dremel nor use the actual sanding tool because I didn't want to mess with the dimensions, and also I didn't want to go over that nose and not feel the pressure because I had another tool other than my hand. So those are the things that you need to be careful when you're going to clean it up. Is can you get by with just wiping it down, maybe dissolving some adhesives that are on it, but if you have to use sandpaper, use it lightly. That way you can feel what's coming off. And so that's what I did. I removed that plaster strips the best that I could, and I got everything feeling smooth again, and I went back over it with some wood glue. I did have some areas where the sealant came off, and that's because chances are it was still wet in those areas before it dried. So that's another thing to look out when you're making your head cast. And also the way my hair sat in my casting, I have this weird indentation behind the ear here, and that's just what happens when you're doing it alone. You can't catch everything, so that's what happened to me. And so I'm using masking tape over the areas where I see holes or a little bit of crack in the sealant, and I go back over that with wood glue. So I hope this helps. I mean, if you're looking to make a head cast on your own so you can fabricate some more bigger and better prosthetics, I do have that linked in the description below. So let me know what it is that you're going to be for Halloween, and if I can help you any way, or if there's any looks that you want to see. I appreciate you guys hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Bye.